Gotta get all the gas in there. Are we sure it's a gas problem? Oh God. Oh!
Goodbye, fuel pump.
Fuel pump said bye-bye. Fuel pump left the chat. So after working on the motor and putting in the cam and the lifters, taking out the distributor and everything, I still need to time it to make sure that it's like good in time. Well, I got this little dooley up here, engine performance analyzer. It'll tell us the RPMs and all that good stuff, which I need to know the RPMs. I need to make sure that it's idling apparently around 600 or so RPM, somewhere's around there, so that we can get a correct reading when we're timing it. So I've got to hook this guy up here. I guess all you do is hook it up to the positive and negative on the battery. I don't know. I don't know anything. I've never used one of these. So I'm going to hook it up and see if it actually even works anymore. I have no idea if it does or not. I don't even know where this thing came from. I know there's some old guys out there watching, probably about to make fun of me, but you have to realize I've never done this. I don't do anything like this before. I haven't done anything like this before. I'm guessing just hook it to the battery. I don't know. I suppose that's what we're gonna do. See if it works. Nothing. There's the bolts. I can't figure this freaking thing out, so we're just gonna go ahead and go straight to timing it. I mean, it's idling about right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop this thing on there and see how she doos. We got the timing gun all hooked up here on the #1 spark plug, got it all hooked up here. I gotta take off the vacuum advance on the distributor, and we'll plug that up with something, like a bolt or something, so we don't have a vacuum leak. There we go. Okay, no vacuum leaks. Good. I just looked it up. I wasn't really sure like what I needed to set this at. I looked it up and it said 4 degrees before top dead center. So I took a marker and marked 4 degrees before TDC on my timing mark there on top of the balancer, so that when I have the timing light running, I can see where the actual mark is as compared to the timing, you know, like little dial thing, whatever you want to call it. Okay, right now it's firing like 8 degrees after top dead center, so we need to do a little fiddling, get it to 4 degrees before top dead center. Whole freaking cap like fell off. What the heck, man? Okay, I got the cap back on. That thing was still running. Like the cap literally fell off and I heard the freaking rotor hitting the cap and it kept running like nothing was wrong. Anyway, it's on there, now I can adjust it. Right there. Something right. I'm so proud of myself. You guys need to listen to this thing rev. We listen to it. That sounds way healthier. Dude, we really did something here. I'm proud of us. You did help. You helped too. Really appreciate your help. This is like Blue's Clues. You may not be here, but I feel it. Keep it coming. Let's knock the idle down some so it sounds really throaty and lumpy as heck. I'm gonna fire it up and adjust the idle. It's just a stop really where the throttle's at, and you just adjust that stop a little bit and it'll adjust kind of where your idle's at. Okay, so it didn't do a whole lot, but really if we go any lower than that, the truck's gonna die idling, but listen to it. I mean, like, I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty good. Pretty spicy. So I've got these pipes just like chilling over here. And just for chicks and shiggles, I want to just sit them in on these trucks' pipes and see if it'll do anything for the sound. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously made for a header connection right there, but we'll see. I don't know if it'll work or not. Okay, so they're like kind of crappily set inside that pipe. Honestly, if I just put a clamp in there, we'd be solid. I'm gonna rev it, see what it sounds like now. Dude, that sounds nasty. Now that this thing is finally timed right, I wanna see what kind of burnout this thing will do. The idle might be a little bit low. It keeps wanting to die on me, so I'm gonna up it just a little bit. Now it should be better. A lot better. Let's go wide up and throttle. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, that drives awesome. Dude, it runs amazing. Pretty quick for a 1-ton truck. Crew cab dually, let alone. What are the chances I drive down the road for the very first time in it and it dies and it won't even start back up? How does this happen? Watch, it won't even start back up. Like, what is happening? Oh my God. It was running totally fine earlier. Are we getting fuel? Yeah, I can hear it squirting in there. Why would we not be getting spark? I should be getting spark, by all means. Maybe I can like get the choke closed. That's all I need is someone to just, there we go, okay. Oh, we almost had her. Come on, baby. Ah, keep her. Oh no, oh dang it. Really? This is ridiculous. I got a vacuum. That's all good. That's all good. All my plug wires are on. Plug wires are all on. That one's good. They're all good. We have oil. Not that that should stop it from starting if it's turning over. I don't know why we wouldn't have spark. Oh, I figured out the problem. She's plumb out of gas. So, as she sits back there on the road, I'm gonna get the tractor so I can push it back. We have Anna coming. She's the closest one near me right now to steer it for me. This is ridiculous. Turn that way really hard. How's your arms feeling?
I feel buff as shit.
My freaking hands are frozen.
Okay.
We have like.
Ow, fuck!
Hi, Sam. Okay. So we found out the problem with the truck. It's out of gas. So we pushed it all the way back, filled up with the gas, fired right up, runs fantastic. So we got some gauges here because I don't trust the oil pressure gauge in there, and the water temp gauge don't work. So we got those, and then I also got exhaust clamps because we're gonna put on those exhaust pipes over in that corner I showed the other day. Well, we're gonna put those on there. They don't fit perfect, but they'll fit good enough. So this is where our coolant sensor goes into. That might be oil pressure right there. I don't know. There might be cylinder head temperature. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, this one did have a aftermarket temp sensor in it, but I'm going to remove it because it was crap. It didn't work. So I'll take it out and then install our new one. I'm going to have to run it down through the firewall somewhere. We'll figure that out later. Kind of stupid because this had gauges in it when I bought it, but then I took them out because I thought, why do I need gauges when I have a gauge cluster? But half the things on the cluster don't work. But like, look at this crap. Like, this all needs to be cleaned up. Like, that's another thing we can do later. Like, this is ridiculous. I don't even know what half of this stuff is. It might be speaker wire. I'm not too sure. We'll run this out through the firewall. Oh yeah. Well, she likes it. Get the old one out and then we'll put the new one in. So I cut that off. I also cut off the oil pressure sensor because when I was taking out all the lines and stuff, I was like, well, you remember how bad the wiring was in here?
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
everywhere. So it's like, we'll just restart we'll start fresh.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do shit that I already screwed up and cut off. Did you see that squirt everywhere? There must be pressure in there still. It's not hot.
It's not hot, it's smoking.
But it's steaming. It's not hot. My hand's not burnt. Okay.
Oh, we gotta go to the ER.
Okay, now it's getting hot. Now that's really hot. Oh my god.
Yeah, I wonder if it's hot or not.
That's getting
I just see it steaming.
Well, it wasn't that hot earlier.
What if you use that mount, or was that mount that you have not work with these?
That's a good thought. Yeah, we can do that, and then we can put it in our oil pressure. So we kind of gave them the oil pressure gauge because they didn't even give us the right adapters for it. So we're just gonna go ahead and install our temp gauge up on the bottom of the dash, and then we're just gonna run with that for a while. And then once I get the correct adapters, then I'll put in the oil pressure gauge. And then eventually we're gonna put in a fuel quantity gauge so that we got everything we need. Because I know in the the original gauge cluster, the fuel quantity does not work. So eventually we'll install that with all the rest of these. It's so bad. I just need to bring it over like half an inch. No, more like an inch. I could bring it all the way over to here. That's a lot of bad overhang. That is terrible. Dang it. Look at that. A million times better. Only one gauge on here right now, but it's pretty solidly put in there. I'm gonna take some zip ties and like tie this up back here. Probably. Make it look a lot cleaner. As clean as it can be, really. Okay, so another thing we're doing is we're taking off the headliner because it is like dangling.
Fucking shit.
Yeah, if he's not careful, oh, do it again. I can see dust coming out of those holes. Yeah, you can see the dust falling out of that hole. Yeah, we're keeping the center console because it's really nice. But we're taking out the headliner because it's absolutely freaking destroyed. Hanging down. It's being held up by thumbtacks there in the back, if you can see that. It's not what I expected. I figured it'd at least be painted. It ain't painted. I mean, I guess I can come in here later and just like get these this foam out of here and just roll with that. Center console's going back in there though. It is wired up. I could have very well cut the wires though when I was like on a frenzy. Unless they're going in like into the roof.
Yeah, they're going in the room.
Oh, they're going into the roof. Oh.
Yeah, it's right there.
That's it right there. Aha! That's what I was always wondering what that wire is. That's a ground. This one I know I cut.
So you cut the one.
Well, I didn't know what it was for. So we officially decided this looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks like shit.
It looks horrible. Like this isn't level with the ceiling. There's foam all over the roof. Would you say this was a good decision?
Oh, I think it looked better before.
It did. It was a horrible idea. Okay, so this is not permanent. Okay, this is just temporary because I'm tired of fumes in the cab. There probably will be an exhaust leak, but it is holding on there pretty tightly. So I'm gonna have to put some kind of hanger on here, and then we'll be good on this side. The other side definitely needs a hanger. Like that's sitting in there, and that's where it's sitting at right now.
I don't know.
So raspy sounding.
Yeah.
It sounds so good. Go burn the tires off of it. Go burn the tires off this thing. It's so much quieter in here. I can actually like hear you.
Oops.
My bad.
Yeah,
It sounds so much quieter.
gotta get all the gas in there. Are we sure it's a gas problem? What the heck? What in the heck is she squirting gas? That's our first question. She is not. Okay. Well, there's half our problem right there. Fill up with gas again, because we ran out again. And now we're using these crappy safety cans. Did my fuel pump really just take a crap on me?
It might have. I think your fuel pump just went kaput.
I think my fuel pump said bye-bye also.
Goodbye, fuel pump.
Fuel pump said bye-bye. Fuel pump left the chat. Yeah. Let me just shut the ill-fitting hood here. Thanks for watching this episode of American Detour. I'll be back tomorrow with another fuel pump and more money spent.